Large amount of cash, drugs, and a firearm. So what were you all doing? Parents allowed teenagers to cohabit in their house, and they're bringing absolutely nothing to the table. And when they're at the grandmother's house, living with a boyfriend in the grandmother's house with drugs, cash, and firearms, and you screaming at this other person for calling the police, getting upset with them. Court is calling 2026 CR 004555, State versus Aaliyah Hernandez. Can I have parties announced?
Joseph Appelt for the defense.
And are you Ms. Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, you received all discovery. Did you review with your client?
I have, yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Hernandez, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Mm.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State proceeding as presented?
Yes, sir.
All right, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
You're charged with possession of marijuana, 4 to 5 pounds as a state jail felony. I'm sorry, 5 pounds or less than 4 ounces. As a state jail felony, the range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, I do not have to follow your plea. If I don't and give you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication? If your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has.
You believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe so.
Ms. Hernandez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? I'm sorry?
Has anybody promised you anything or promised to pay you anything in order to take this plea, or just the plea bargain itself that you've been dealing with?
No.
Nothing over and above the plea bargain agreement.
All right. Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, $600 fine probated. State recommends deferred adjudication. $120 to the Bexar County Crime Lab for testing. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes.
State defense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand
Yes.
any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 3 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 100 hours of community service restitution, no contact with Brandon Meza, M-E-Z-A, DOEP course, random UAs, no possession of firearms or ammunitions. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? I'm sorry, what?
It's either, well, guilty, not guilty, or no contest. You recall what we were discussing earlier? About if you plead guilty, then she'll find guilty. Plead not guilty, then we have the trial. During a plea, if you plead no contest, you're telling the court that you think it's the best way to resolve the matter. She can still find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Just plead no contest at that time.
No problem.
Okay.
All right, do you understand what a no contest plea? There are only, the benefit of it is if you successfully complete everything, this will show up on your record as having been dismissed, but it will be on your record.
Mhm.
If you enter a guilty plea and you're not seeking deferred, I'm sorry, with a no, strike everything that I've said before. Thank you. With a no contest plea, a no contest plea only means this. You're not saying you're guilty. You're not saying you're not guilty. You're just not fighting the charges against you. Usually with no contest pleas, the reason why people will enter that is because they think there may be a civil issue that may be arise or some sort of collateral consequences. For example, if this were a DWI case and you injured somebody and you pled no contest and they want to file a civil suit against you, they would have to go to the civil court and they would have to prove the causation and then prove how much money you would owe them. If you were to end up in that same scenario pleading guilty, they would just take your guilty plea over there and the only issue is how much money you're going to pay. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, so you're pleading no contest?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then back to what I was saying, with the deferred adjudication, if you successfully complete everything, it's still going to show up on your record, but it's going to show up that you were on probation for this, you successfully completed it, and it was dismissed. Do you understand all those things?
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
All right, you're 18. So sometimes I talk very fast. This is what I need you to do for me. If you don't understand what I'm saying, if you don't understand what your attorney is saying or what the state is saying, you have to let us know because we're assuming you understand. Okay?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So far, is there anything that you have not understood or you need me to explain?
No.
Okay. Then you're pleading no contest?
Yes.
All right. State any evidence to support her plea?
Yes, Judge. State offers States Exhibit 1 and all attached.
We have no objection, Your Honor.
All right. So these are stipulations. It contains the police report, everything that's supposed to prove that you committed this offense. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. So the state, normally, if we were having a jury trial, they would have to call witnesses. They would have to call the chemist to say, yes, this is marijuana. They would have to call officers to say that you had the marijuana. They're not going to do that today because you've entered into this plea bargain agreement. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. So basically what I'm saying is you understand this and you're agreeing that everything in this, if these people were to come to testify, this is what they will say. You understand?
Yes.
All right. The court will review the same and accept it into evidence. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Anything you would say on behalf of your client?
If I may, Your Honor,
Yes.
she did just turn 18. She was 17 at the time of the offense. To put it lightly, Mr. Meza was a bad influence and she made bad decisions in this state. She wants the court to know that once she's granted deferred, she hopes she granted deferred and follow the plea bargain, that she'll be residing with her mother. Has a good support system there. Her mother does live in Kyle, which is in Hayes County, so she would be asking to transfer to Hayes County. She actually has a GED. She left high school early, but got the GED early. As you can tell, she's just now turned 18, and many don't even graduate high school until they're 18. But she was also working gainfully employed at Chicken Express and then Wendy's. So she wants to get back on track and she feels that this is the first step to do so.
All right. What was Brandon's Mesa's relationship to you?
My boyfriend.
All right. And the home that y'all were saying about at Hernandez, is that your grandmother?
And that's his.
His grandmother?
Yes.
I do not understand this generation where grandparents and parents allow teenagers to cohabit in their house and they're bringing absolutely nothing to the table. So, did your mom put you out? Is that the reason why you were living here?
No.
So you just told your mom, I want to go live with my boyfriend.
No, I didn't tell her nothing.
So, oh, you just left?
Yes, ma'am.
Left with no place to stay, just depending on somebody allowing you to stay.
Yes.
So what, did you all spend all day in his room, or I should say in his grandmother's room, because that's her home, not his, smoking all day?
Mm.
Well, there were a lot of drugs found in there. I think they said large amount of cash, drugs, and a firearm. So what were you all doing? I can't hear you.
Nothing.
See, people always do this shyness thing. But then when they're at the grandmother's house, living with a boyfriend in the grandmother's house with drugs, cash, and firearms, and you screaming at this other person for calling the police, getting upset with them. And then I guess you put your hand through a window because how dare he call the police just because his brother tried to stab him or something. Like, how dare he call the police, Attorney Appel, just because his brother was trying to stab him? He just has no idea what's going on. Do you have any children?
No.
Thank goodness. You don't need that right now. You need to get your life together. All right, the court is going to sentence you to 4 years deferred adjudication. We can do a transfer to Cal, Texas. You say that's Hayes County?
That is my understanding, yes, Your Honor.
Proof of employment within 45 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Who else stays in that house other than your mom? Any minors in that household?
No.
All right, no residing in households with minors. No contact with Brandon Mesa. TAP evaluation in custody. Follow recommendations. We can do a referral to felony drug court just to see what they say. That will be in custody. 200 hours community service restitution. I'm going to order the cognitive thinking course. Once that's completed, 100 hours will be deemed satisfied. And then 100 hours will be deducted if she enrolls in some higher level education or a trade school certification is obtained. There's to be no possession of firearms or ammunition. $600 fine, probated. Field visits 1 time per month until further notice if Hayes County is able to conduct field visits. $120 to the Bear County Crime Lab for testing. Probation, anything else? Thank you. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. When's the last time you used marijuana?
Since the last time I got charged with it.
All right, regular UAs, make sure they test for levels if she's positive for marijuana. Probation, anything else?
Judge, my only concern is that felony drug court referral is for plaintiff's firm. They won't.
All right, let's not do that then.
Nothing else.
All right, is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
Mm.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, You better start making better choices in your life. Otherwise, this whole thing coming before a judge and whispering, not gonna get you anywhere. You understand? All right, good luck to you. Calling 2026 CR 008-177, State versus Michael Solana. Can I have parties announced?
David McLean for the defense.
And are you Mr. Solana?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, you received all discovery. Did you review it with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Solana, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do, Your Honor.
State proceeding as presented. Ms. Solana, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're charged with obstruction or retaliation as a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Judge.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Solana, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No,
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
no, ma'am.
Satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes,
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand that?
yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 3 years. There's a $1,000 fine probated. State recommends community supervision. They're taking in consideration 2026 CC 009422. There's to be restitution, if any, to bunkhouse, BUNK space HOUS. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, ma'am.
State defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 3 years, TAP evaluation, 100 hours of community service restitution, no contact with bunkhouse at 1000 Fredericksburg Road, 7821, the MRT and anger management. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state? Court does not have to follow those recommendations.
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor, state offer receipts exhibit 1 and all attachments.
Judge reviewed that with my client. We have no objection.
All right, did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it, sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state will call them the right to remain silent. The state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. Court has reviewed the same. Court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Please, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, we just have court to follow the plea bargain.
All right, what was going on? Why are you breaking out a window? And why does it turn into this?
Yeah, 'cause I was upset because my phone got stolen.
All right, so did the window steal your phone?
No,
So why are you knocking out a window?
I was just upset. I was upset.
And how old are you?
34.
And this is how we behave when we're upset?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm still learning about that. To be more patient in affliction, so I'm just barely learning that.
All right, were you homeless?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And if you are released, do you have a place to stay?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any family support here?
No, ma'am. I don't.
Where's your family? Scattered? All right. Are you originally from San Antonio?
Yes, ma'am.
Any drug issues with you?
No, ma'am. Not currently. In the
Okay,
past,
what, in the past, what it was it?
It was methamphetamines.
How often in the past?
I was an addict for 14 years and I went to rehab when I was 30,
All right, rehab where?
at Haven.
Okay. Do you have any children?
No, no, ma'am.
When's the last time you had employment?
I just got a job just before I got out.
Doing what?
Photography. I just got a job in photography.
Okay. Is this a place hired you for photography or you just had a camera and you?
No, they hired me for photography.
Okay. And it appears that the restitution may be approximately $1,400. How are you planning on paying that if it is $1,400?
Getting a job.
Okay. And of course, we'll set it for a restitution hearing.
Thank you, Judge. And Judge, just for the court's edification, my client is finishing his associate degree in radio, television, and film. He's planning on trying to get his bachelor's in music management. He is trying to better himself, and from what I understand in our conversations, he has been clean for some time now. He's done a good job of trying to beat his addiction. He was staying at the bunkhouse and they were preventing him from getting some of his belongings, and he got upset, and that's what kind of led to all this. And it's not an excuse, and he knows that, and that's why he's here to take responsibility.
Oh, okay. So the bunkhouse is what, a place?
No, it's a homeless shelter.
Oh, it's a homeless shelter. Okay. You should try tiny homes that they have here in San Antonio. All right, State, anything to add with regards to the restitution?
No, Judge, I will just say that, I don't believe an attempt has been made yet.
Mhm.
So I will do that and we'll ascertain.
All right, how much time do you want for the restitution hearing? 30 days? Norma, if I could have a 30-day reset for a restitution hearing on this case? Is that a good date for you, counsel?
I'm checking right now, Judge. It's good. December 8th. Yes, Judge, that'll work.
Okay, and state your excuse. Thank you. All right, the court will sentence you to the following regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular UAs, proof of employment within 45 days of release from custody, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, TAP evaluation out of custody, follow recommendations, 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order probation. Do we need anger management or MRT? Yes. Okay. So I'll deduct 100 hours once you've completed the cognitive thinking course. And I will deduct the remaining hours, 1 hour for every sober support meeting that is completed. And I'm going to require sober support meetings 1 time per week.
Thank you, Judge. Just keep you on the street.
There is a $1,000 fine that will be probated. If you successfully complete probation, you will not have to pay that fine. The court will sentence you to 3 years suspended and probated for 3 years. There's to be no contact with bunkhouse.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any items remaining there?
Yeah, yes, I actually did, and I had my sister go and she was trying to pick it up. It was only like a couple of days after, they said
Wait a
that-
minute. Let's backtrack a little bit. I asked you if you had any family and you said no.
No, yeah, my sister, we're not close. I mean, she gets my stuff, she takes care of my belongings, but that's pretty much it.
That's a lot. Taking care of someone
Yeah, but
else's
she doesn't let me.
belongings is a lot.
That's true. I agree.
All right, no contact with bunkhouse at 1000 Fredericksburg Road. San Antonio, Texas, 78201. Probation, is there anything else? Thank you. Field visits 1 time per month for 3 months. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because it's plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, make better decisions. And if you need help with housing, let probation know. They'll be able to connect you with resources.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Good luck to you.
In the end, this case was about far more than a plea to a marijuana possession charge. It was about whether an 18-year-old defendant could recognize that the environment around her, the people she chose to live with, and the decisions she made were leading her down a dangerous path. The court accepted a no-contest plea, reviewed evidence sufficient to support guilt, and then deferred the finding of guilt while placing Hernandez on 4 years of deferred adjudication. That means she has been given an opportunity to avoid an immediate conviction through successful completion of strict court-ordered supervision. But Judge Boyd's final warning is the message that stands out most. Whispering through court and hoping things will work themselves out is not a plan. Hernandez now has to prove through her actions that she can make better choices, maintain employment, follow supervision rules, stay away from prohibited people and situations, and build a more stable future. The court did not simply punish her and send her away. It imposed consequences while leaving the door open for rehabilitation. But that door only stays open if she follows every condition. So now it's your turn. Do you think 4 years of deferred adjudication was a fair outcome for this case? Or should the court have been tougher given the circumstances discussed during the hearing? If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.